Hey guys, this is Connors from Gunroom.tv, and in today's video I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the guns and gun modifications that you're going to need if you want to compete in IPSC shotgun competitions. I have two guns in front of me here. I have a Benelli Supernova pump action and a Benelli M2 semi-automatic. I'm not talking about the differences between semi-autos and pumps, however. I'm more talking about the setup of the gun. So, first things first, and possibly the single most important thing you need to do to your gun in order to have it competition ready is to ensure it's easier to load. The main way this is normally done is by opening up the port. It may not be completely obvious what's been done here on the Supernova, but it should be a lot more obvious on the M2 here. You can see a lot of the port has been cut away and the port has been brought forward to make it easier to load. As part of this modification done at Blue Field Sports, they also modify the latch inside and a few other things to make the gun overall slicker to run. Another thing that you're going to want to pick up for practical shotgun is a set of extended chokes. Now this isn't because they give you any better pattern or anything like that, however aftermarket chokes certainly will. It's more to do with quick change of chokes. You will find yourself, as you progress through the sport, changing chokes potentially for every stage that you shoot. And having an extended choke like this makes it very easy to screw and unscrew it with your fingers. If you have a flush fitting choke like this one, you will need a choke key, and if you've got an extension tube, you will find it difficult to operate that choke key in such a small space. Let's move on and we're going to talk about the magazine extension tubes. Now, I've nailed it down for most people to two simple choices if you're shooting in standard or standard manual. You should have either 10 rounds total capacity in your magazine or 12 rounds total capacity in your magazine. The reason for this is, on a normal start where you load 9 rounds into your gun, you have 1 in the chamber and 8 in the tube. Having 10 rounds means that right off the buzzer you can put 2 in. Having 12 rounds means right off the buzzer you can put 4 in. It also means you've got the full capacity for 9 on an option 2 start, which is an empty chamber but a fully loaded magazine. And it also gives you some flexibility to use longer rounds. So sometimes if you're shooting some off-the-shelf buckshot rounds, you might find that you can only fit 8 or 9 rounds in the tube. So if you've got an option 2 buckshot start, you don't want to be limiting yourself with just a 9 round tube for your normal cartridges. You want that extra space in your 10 round tube. The reason why you might choose one or the other is a 10 round tube makes a gun very compact. You don't have anything sticking out too far past the muzzle. Now I normally recommend that people have their magazine tubes slightly protruding past the muzzle because it helps you to protect the muzzle against any impacts on stage furniture. However, with the extra capacity of a 12 round tube, you will need to take into consideration the added length to the gun. For most people, this doesn't cause an issue, but if you think it might for you, then it might be worth going for a 10 round tube. So the must-have modifications are port work, extended magazine tube, and in my opinion, extended chokes. You may take that further with some of your optional accessories, such as a shot saver, a barrel clamp, should you feel like you need one, enlarged bolt handles, enlarged safeties, enlarged bolt releases. You can get articulated lifters which load the gun automatically when you've got an empty chamber. There's all sorts of rabbit holes you can go down with practical shotgun. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this little look into some IPSC shotguns. It's been Connors with Gunroom.tv, and I hope to see you soon.